Well, as I said, this story is about the devil and a young man named John, who I'm told got the best of the devil. It seems that John had gone out into the wide world to seek his fortune, and as he was walking along the road, he was surprised to meet the devil himself. And the devil said, "I know all about you, young fellow, and if you're brave enough to make a bet with me, I'll give you a chance to make a fortune to last you the rest of your life."
Well, sounds good so far. What do I have to do?
Well, just come to work for me, and whichever one of us loses his temper first, or if you can't complete any job I give you, the other one will win.
Now let me see if I've got this straight. Let's see. If you lose your temper first, I'll win a treasure to last me all my life. But if I lose my temper first, you'll win. But what will you win?
Why, I'll win you, my boy. You'll have to be my slave forever. Well, John agreed, and the devil smiled a great big smile, because he was sure he would win. He always had before. But the first night, John happened to be at the devil's house. Well, he didn't mean to, but he accidentally killed the devil's favorite monster. And the devil said, "Oh, my favorite pet. Why, you silly incompetent. You.
Now, Mr. Devil. There. Certainly you're not going to lose your temper over a little thing like the loss of a monster. Don't forget our bargain.
Oh, yes, of course. Why, of course. I'm not losing my temper. Of course. But you will admit that was no way to treat my favorite pet. Well, the next morning, the devil was determined to make John lose his temper, or at least get him to be his slave by not being able to complete a job. So he said, "Now then, I hired you to work, you know, and while I'm in town, I want you to take this large can of green paint, and I want you to paint my house all blazing red by the time I get back." Well, now, he knew very well that John couldn't do this with green paint, but John just smiled and said,
"Oh, sure, master. Believe me, by the time you get back, your house will be blazing red."
Well, when the devil and his wife came back from town, their whole house was a mass of red flames. It certainly was blazing red. It was being burned to the ground. And the devil said, "Oh, my house. Why, I'll...
Now, Mr. Devil. Certainly you're not going to lose your temper over a little thing like your house burning down, are you? And besides, notice how red it is? I did what you said. You'd better remember our bargain and not lose your temper."
Yes, well, of course I'm not angry, but, I am slightly annoyed, but angry, oh, no, not me, no, nothing's wrong, nothing. Well, by this time the devil's wife had lost her temper, and she was so annoyed, she was saying to the devil, "Oh, this is terrible, just terrible. Why, he's hardly human. You just can't seem to get the best of him. And look what he's done so far. He's killed our favorite little pet. Our monster. He's ruined our beautiful house. And heavens knows what he'll do tomorrow." And the devil said, "Oh, you're right. I can't stand much more of this. He's made a mess of our lives. But, oh, I mustn't get angry. I mustn't lose my temper."
Well, that's just it. It's getting so that when you just see him, you feel angry. And if you lose your temper, he'll have a fortune. Oh, I know. Let's put all of our furniture and belongings in a rowboat and go away to an island where he can never find us, and we'll never even have to see him again.
But John heard all of this, and he hid in one of their cupboards. And when they arrived at the island, there he was. And the devil said, Why, how did you... I mean, hello. And John, well, he just smiled a great big smile, and he said,
Now, Mr. Devil, you know that wasn't very nice to try to go away and leave me. Besides, I've grown very attached to you, and, well, I don't care if you ever lose your temper. Well, you're so nice. I mean, who cares? Who wants a fortune when they can live with you?
What? What do you mean, live with me? You mean you want to stay with me forever?
Why, sure, that's what I mean, Master. And, you must admit, well, you and I get along swell, and I'm really a good help.
Good help? Good help? Are you out of your mind? You've only killed my favorite pet, burned down my house.
Temper. Mustn't lose our temper.
Don't tell me I mustn't lose my temper. What do you think I am, and who do you think you are? I'll lose my temper if I want to, and I want to.
Well, of course, the minute the devil lost his temper, he also lost his fortune, and John had a fortune for the rest of his life. But you know, every time I hear this story, I always wonder if maybe the devil really wanted to get rid of John and lost his temper on purpose.